Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. And guess what? We have made it to the 100th episode. Yeah, so it's been quite a wild ride for 9 months, and we have a few things to talk about. So, for our 100th episode, first mention that we've had 24,872 views. I would like to get over 25,000 by the time we get to SOT Fest on October 1st. Fingers crossed for that. We currently have 420 subscribers. This is now our 100th video. So, excuse me. Coughs, they don't care about monumentous occasions. They just push their way through. So in any event, so for our 100th anniversary, our 100th episode, we are going to talk about, wait for it. Let's go to the PowerPoint. Share screen. Okay, so what we are going to talk about, we are going to bring something back that I had done on Pete Pardo's show. It was a lot of fun to do. We did something called, the metal mixtape. So for our 100th anniversary or our 100th episode, get that out of my freaking head. For our 100th episode, we're going to do a return to the metal mixtape. So before we get into that, what I'm going to do, you know what? Let me stop sharing for a moment. So for the metal mixtape, I'm just going to remind you of, so probably it was about a year ago. So I did it, I think, who do we have? Oh shit. So Pete was on there. I know Chris Allo was on there. I know Lynn Versace was on it. Rich Catino, that's the other person that was on it. So, I mean, it was a fun show. Pete turned it into a competition, but whatever, to each his own. But I'm just going to mention very briefly what I submitted last year. So we had Neon Nights by Black Sabbath, Eye of an Eagle by Primal Fear, Mean Streak by Y&T, Firepower by Judas Priest, The Magician by Bruce Dickinson solo, Return of the Warlord by Manowar, Fury of the Wild by Hammerfall, Of Sins and Shadows, Symphony X, Steel Lord on Wheels by Hybria, the Brazilian metal band, Teutonic Terror by Accept, Run to the Hills, Iron Maiden, Ready to Strike by Jag Panzer, Lights Out by UFO, and of course the live version of Tyrant by Judas Priest. So that's what I had submitted for the show last year. So I have put together a couple more metal mixtapes. So let's, excuse me, let's reshare. So this next metal mixtape, and granted, they are 60 minutes only. You cannot go over. They have to be 60 minutes. No cheating and adding a few more minutes or saying, oh, I forgot. Oh, I thought we were doing 90 minutes. No 90 minutes, 60. So first song, Aces High, Iron Maiden. And these are going to fill up on this cassette. I'm sure you love it. Loudness, Crazy Nights, Rock and Roll Crazy Nights, You are the heroes tonight. Okay, third, My Own Savior, Iced Earth, Raining Blood, Slayer, Easy Rocker by Crocus, Creeping Death by Metallica, Over My Dead Body, probably my favorite song by Metal Church. So that's 7 so far. Hellbent for Leather, Judas Priest, Kill the King by Rainbow, Procreation of the Wicked, Celtic Frost, probably my most heavy number on this mixtape. Next, you thought I ran out of room, eh? I made room. Haunting Cobras by Savatage, Hellraiser by Motorhead, Hellraiser in the thunder and heat. All right, enough of that. So you really thought I ran out of room, huh? Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. Love that song. And one more right next to Symphony of Destruction, Look at Yourself by Uriah Heep. That song laden with what the hell kind of Hammond organ, which I absolutely love. He just goes nuts with that growl of the Hammond organ. So these are my 14 songs for to make up a 60-minute tape. Granted, most of these songs have to be, I'd say, 4 minutes or less in order to get this many songs on a 60-minute tape, which is henceforth why my next tape, maybe I'll do it in a couple of weeks, it's going to be less songs. All right, so give you another minute. We'll just recite them again. Aces High, Iron Maiden, Crazy Nights, Loudness, My Own Savior, Iced Earth, Raining Blood, Slayer, Easy Rocker, Crocus, Creeping Death, Metallica, Over My Dead Body, Metal Church, Hellbent for Leather, Judas Priest, all 2.5 minutes worth, Kill the King by Rainbow, Procreation of the Wicked, Celtic Frost, Taunting Cobras, Savatage, Hellraiser, Motorhead, Symphony of Destruction, Megadeth, and of course, Look at Yourself, Uriah Heep. So that was our 100th episode in the form of a metal mixtape. So in the future, I would consider doing it with some guest panelists. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll pick a few, and we'll go from there. I'd also like to thank my friend Ryan Gavalier, had me on his show yesterday. It was a fun show. We talked for about 45, 50 minutes about the dream set of Judas Priest. I had done that with Pete Pardo and Ryan Scow in the past, but these were different rules, so we had to shorten the set list a little bit. We were under a song constraint, 15 songs, 3 to 4 encore songs. So check that out if you haven't. That was a lot of fun. That same crew and I are going to be coming back in the near future, and we're going to be doing a fun topic of an album war, but this album war is an unheard of album war, something I don't think anybody's ever thought of. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be recording that in a couple weeks. And again, if you haven't bought your tickets for SOT Fest on October 1st, please do so. It will be a fun time had by all. Hope to see you there. Adios, amigos.